For example, when certain toys become popular, like plush dolls, he can accept plush dolls too. His level of acceptance is really high. Recently, a lot of people like to play pickleball, right? And he can accept that too. So he's really versatile. Through his activities, he can build connections with people or experience even more new things. This kind of support can significantly help his career, his family, or even provide meaningful benefits to him personally throughout his daily life. Momo is very inclusive and highly adaptable, so you'll notice that we often call him an incredibly multi-talented individual who possesses a wide variety of skills and has lots of friends. Because if you're dating Momo, you'll quickly find that he's exceptionally talented and remarkably skilled at almost everything he tries. He definitely knows how to play golf quite well, right? He is also a remarkably talented driver, and he has developed some impressive skills in the fine arts as well. Basically, it seems like he knows a little bit of everything. Why is that exactly? It is because Momo is incredibly smart, and he consistently learns new things extremely quickly. He also genuinely likes to try out all sorts of new things, and he truly hopes that through all of these diverse new experiences, he can eventually be stimulated by a sense of excitement and impact. So if you date Momo, let me tell you, you definitely won't be bored, right? There will be so many new and interesting things, don't you think? You'll see him involved in all sorts of different activities. We'd say he's not rigid at all because Momo just doesn't like being rigid. He just doesn't like monotony. He likes having lots of things to do. That's right, it's very attractive to others and can also benefit his future career, family, or his interpersonal development. When it comes to these areas, he's especially happy. So you'll notice that when you're dating Momo, you'll also be dating together with his friends. Right? You'll get to know people from many different backgrounds, won't you? You'll find a new kind of excitement in your own life. So being with Momo is really interesting. It's like you're accompanying him, but your role isn't just as a girlfriend, it's more than that. You might also be a great partner who supports his career, and at the same time, you can be his other half who connects with him on a spiritual level. And then, you can also help him with the little details in his life, arranging things and taking care of stuff for him. Basically, you'll find that being Momo's other half means taking on many different roles, and it's never boring for either of you. Momo especially likes to surprise his partner. You know, there are so many different possibilities. So, pay attention. It's like there are so many layers to it. That's what we're talking about here. Alright, it just keeps getting more interesting, doesn't it? When you're with him, you both discover things together, like, oh, you know this, and hey, I know that too. Both of you are willing to try out new things together because Momo, remember this, he's someone who keeps up with the times, is very diverse, and has a strong sense of adaptability. He's really like an energetic little dynamo. Now, let's take a look at his color, because that forest green, doesn't forest green have so many layers, right? Layer upon layer upon layer. So at the same time, he doesn't just show that, he's also loving, diverse, and inclusive, okay? He's open to all kinds of activities. He can accept them all. As for his partner, they would hope for some companionship, support, cooperation, and even growing together. So what does growing together mean? The most important thing is that he hopes to achieve his goal, which is to share this abundant and brilliant life with you. He gives you a sense of hope and a feeling for the future. Isn't that fulfilling? So, when you're with Momo, he'll always tell you, look at what our future will be like. He'll talk a lot about topics related to your future together. When you're communicating, don't hesitate to talk more about these things. Where are we going to travel next? Where have you traveled to before? Oh, you haven't been there yet. Then we can go together. What will our future house be like? Talk about what we'll do together in the future, like working out, going to the gym. To what extent can we achieve things together? We can do yoga together and so many other activities. He's up for everything. That's why he's someone, as we say, who is very inclusive and highly compatible. This personal energy companion, right? So let's talk more about the future, talk more about what's ahead. There's so much room for imagination, isn't there? We can be together with our Momo, right? We can happily date and have a great time together. Well, before we know it, our unique personal energy companion has already made an appearance. So let's do this. Let's do a simple summary, okay? So it turns out that 𝐸𝐸 likes to be appreciated, and he has his own unique perspective in various aspects. We need to pay special attention to the fact that he has his own way of thinking, his own independent mindset. As long as we understand him, that's fine. He tends to be more dominant in nature. As for the child, they need even more communication and understanding, and more opportunities to chat. Talk more and also give the child more chances to express and show their inner world. If you understand, the child will truly open up and tell you what's really in their heart. But remember, children need to express themselves through words. If you love them, please, you have to say it out loud. You need to express it, right? They need this kind of verbal communication. It's extremely important. Through words, we can connect even more deeply with their inner world, achieving a kind of spiritual exchange. As for Fifi, he needs things to feel fresh and new. When things are novel, he's very happy, so you don't need to worry about Fifi. That's just how he is. If he's happy, he'll tell you he's happy. If he's not, you can see it all over his face. Do you understand? So he's very straightforward and direct. That's why we say he's not pretentious. He's like a little ball of genuine energy. So when you're dating you don't need to worry. You can immediately see where the problem is, whether he's happy or not. You can just tell his directly, and that's totally fine. Or he will also, without any hesitation, show you how he feels, so there's really nothing to worry about. When he gets angry or upset or whatever it is, he'll forget about it in no time. After a while, it's like nothing happened, so there's really nothing to worry about or dwell on. Alright, so for Mumu, what's the most important thing for us? Stability is the most important, and spending more time with being there with we say the most caring is Mumu, and what he needs is a sense of security. You should spend more time with stay by his side more, and give more hugs. That's really important, especially for He really needs that. He asks a lot of questions like, do you love me? A lot of people. You'll notice that most of the time, this question, do you love me, comes from Mumu. That's because he has a lot of doubts, or he just doesn't have that sense of security. As long as you can give Mumu a sense of security, care about more, ask how he's doing, and spend more time with then our relationship will become even stronger. There's no need to worry. No matter what happens or when, I'll always be by your side to support you. That's great, that's really good. Alright, boo-boo. So for us, the most important thing is to give space. Because he values his freedom, he doesn't like being forced to do things he doesn't enjoy or being pushed together with things he doesn't like. He's actually very tolerant, but most of the time, he knows exactly what he wants, so you also need to give enough space. Boo-boo, he understands you and you understand that's all you need. After that, since we're talking about the most independent, that's pretty much it. Out of all of them, it's Boo-boo because he really needs his own freedom. That's right, you don't need to control Don't do that. You don't need to deliberately set restrictions for Boo-boo. Just let be free. Let do his own thing. If both of you, when you're together, also like to have your own me time, then you'll find that Boo-boo is actually a really suitable partner for you. Alright, so as I was saying earlier, he is very attractive, but you need to pay attention. He also places a lot of importance on appearances. He is deliberately attentive to that. He is also very much a gentleman, and for ladies, very elegant. He is also very caring. We would call him a warm guy or a very considerate partner. His sense of family is quite strong, so when you're with him, you can rest assured he is often at home. You'll find that he's really attached to his home. That's just how he is. When you're chatting with him, especially for the ladies, even if you're talking about something else at a restaurant, his mind is already back home. He might be wondering if the laundry has been done, or thinking about housework and family matters. He's always putting his family first, no matter what. Alright, let's take a look at 𝐸𝐸. What is it really talking about? It's all about depth, about feelings, about emotions. If you understand me, then you'll know why I suddenly quiet down or why I suddenly get so excited. You'll understand me. Just one look from you when you're by my side says it all. You put a glass of water next to me, then glance at me. It's enough. That kind of emotional resonance. It's really special, isn't it? It's like, we're talking about that cinematic kind of feeling, like the kind of romance you have with 𝐸𝐸. Don't worry, there will definitely be a lot of movie-like scenes. Alright then, let's look at 𝐹𝐹. He's really happy, and when he cherishes you and you cherish him, it's very simple. You respect his efforts, and he is like a guardian angel to you. Also, he never counts how much he gives, meaning he does it without complaint or resentment. He's part of another group that gives unconditionally. So, don't you think so? You like that feeling of being loved, right? And what about 𝐹𝐹? Out of 10, they're a perfect score, so considerate, and also very suitable for you as your other half. A partner full of positive energy. Isn't this a great lover? Alright, now let's look at 𝐸𝐸. What 𝐸𝐸 wants is to grow together with you. He likes to try this and that, always interested in many things. We call it having many irons in the fire. Everything suits his and his potential is huge. So you have to remember, if you enjoy experiencing new things, expanding your social circle, or exploring future possibilities, then being with 𝐸𝐸, you'll be extremely happy because he can really turn the impossible into possible. And then he'll tell you, after finishing one thing, he's already working on 3 or 4 more at the same time. 6 things. And then just like that, he'll make them all happen. That's exactly what 𝐸𝐸 loves the most, having a partner who can walk hand in hand with his, someone who can share every aspect of life with his. Isn't that right? We always say we're so busy, don't we? Well, that's 𝐸𝐸. He's always active, and he brings a sense of depth to everything he does. When it comes to getting things done, he's always like that. Yes, a life that's colorful and abundant. If you like this kind of life, one that's full of challenges and a future to look forward to, a relationship that's filled with hope, then 𝐸𝐸 is definitely the right match for you. Alright, so that's all for our 9 personal energy companion now. By the way, have any of you downloaded our app? This app is available on both Apple and Android platforms. It's provided to everyone for free, and I'll explain it to you all in more detail in a moment. So, make sure to download this app as soon as possible, because every day we'll give you some advice, whether it's about your career, love life, or your daily energy. Also, through AI technology, it can recommend classes that are suitable for your learning. So, don't miss out.